Adama, the pulse of the rift. Imagine a place where the earth itself seems to breathe, a place where the ground beneath your feet carries the memory of ancient forces, slowly pulling continents apart. This is the Great Rift Valley, a scar on the surface of Africa so vast, so profound, that it can be seen from space. And yet, here on the ground, it is not a place of emptiness. It is a place of beginnings, a place where life gathers, where movement never stops, and where, through the morning mist, a city rises with quiet intensity. Adaamaa. At first light, the valley is suspended in a delicate stillness. The air hangs low, warm and dry, wrapping itself around the ridges and roads like a living presence. The sun does not rush here. It reveals the land slowly, touching the edges of volcanic hills, tracing the lines of distant highways, illuminating a city already awake. Because Adaamaa does not sleep, it pulses. If you stand at the edge of the city at dawn, you will feel it before you fully understand it. A steady rhythm, not loud, but constant. The sound of engines in motion, the whisper of tires against asphalt, the distant hum of a nation in transit. Adaamaa sits at one of the most critical crossroads in Ethiopia. It is the narrow passage through which the country breathes outward toward the sea. To the east lies the gateway to global trade, the route that connects the Ethiopian highlands to the ports of Djibouti, and through this corridor, day and night, flows everything that sustains a modern nation: coffee harvested from mist-covered forests, grain gathered from sunlit plains, fuel, machinery, textiles, the raw and the refined. All of it passes through here. In this way, Adaamaa becomes something more than a city. It becomes a living system. If Addis Ababa is the mind of the nation, then Adaamaa is its heartbeat, pushing life through every artery. But this movement did not begin with engines. Long before highways and cargo trucks, this land told a different story. It was once a quiet expanse, marked by the presence of towering cactus plants known locally as Adaamaa. These resilient forms stood scattered across the valley, shaping both the identity and the name of the place. It was a landscape defined by endurance. Then, everything changed. The arrival of the railway marked a turning point that would forever alter the destiny of this region. Steel tracks cut across the land, linking distant worlds. The Ethio-Djibouti Railway did not simply pass through this valley, it anchored it to a wider horizon. Where there had been stillness, there was now connection. Where there had been isolation, there was now movement. Around the railway station, life began to gather. Traders arrived, workers settled, markets formed, languages mixed, cultures overlapped, and slowly, almost imperceptibly, a city emerged. For many years it was known by another name, Nazareth, a name shaped by a different era, a different political moment in the country's history. But names are never just labels. They carry identity, they hold memory, and in time, the name Adaamaa returned. Not as a replacement, but as a restoration, a reconnection to the roots of the land and the people who have always belonged to it. Today, if you walk through the older parts of the city, you can still feel these layers of history beneath your feet. The architecture shifts subtly. Narrow streets wind through neighborhoods where time seems to slow. Buildings carry traces of past influences, each wall holding fragments of stories that refuse to fade. Adaamaa does not erase its past, it carries it forward. At the same time, it looks ahead. Beyond the city center, the landscape begins to rise. Hills stretch outward, shaped by ancient volcanic forces, and along these ridges, something remarkable appears. Tall white structures turning slowly against the sky. Wind turbines. The Adama wind farms stand like silent sentinels, capturing the invisible currents that sweep through the Rift Valley. For generations, these winds were seen as a challenge. They dried the soil, they tested farmers, they shaped a life that required resilience and adaptation. But today, those same winds are transformed, converted into energy. Electricity flows from these spinning blades, powering homes, schools, and industries, lighting streets, charging devices, connecting people. It is a quiet revolution, one that turns a natural obstacle into a national advantage. And yet, the story of Adaama's transformation does not end there, because just beyond the hills, another kind of energy takes form. Inside the industrial parks, the rhythm shifts once again. Here the sound is precise, controlled, continuous. Machines operate with exacting coordination. Fabrics move through production lines. Hands guide, adjust, assemble. Walk through the old city and you feel the layers of history. Architecture shifts subtly, narrow streets wind through neighborhoods where time seems to slow. Buildings hold fragments of stories that refuse to fade. Adaamaa does not erase its past, it carries it forward while always reaching toward the future. Beyond the city center, hills rise, shaped by ancient volcanic forces. Along their ridges, tall white wind turbines turn slowly, capturing the invisible currents that sweep through the valley. Winds that once challenged farmers now generate electricity, powering homes, schools, industries. A quiet revolution, transforming obstacles into advantages. Further still, industrial parks hum with precise, controlled motion. Machines operate in coordinated rhythm, hands guide production. Thousands of workers, many young, shape a new identity. Ethiopia, once rooted in agriculture, now participates in global manufacturing. Every stitch, every shipment tells a story of ambition and forward movement. By midday, Adaamaa becomes a sensory experience. Streets fill with life, music drifts through open spaces, the aroma of food rises from every corner. Meals are shared, hands reach across tables, laughter becomes part of the rhythm. The city is lived, not just built. When intensity overwhelms, one can escape to Sodere. Here, the pace slows, air softens, green replaces dust. Natural hot springs rise from deep below, inviting rest and renewal. Monkeys move freely in the trees, and the Awash River flows with a rhythm untouched by human schedules. This is where the city exhales, pauses without stopping, and reminds us that the future is present, shaped by the people within it. At Adaamaa Science and Technology University, students study engineering, architecture, technology. They ask questions, design systems, imagine cities that do not yet exist. Within them lies the blueprint of tomorrow. Adaamaa is not defined by what it was or is, but by what it is becoming. As night falls, the city transforms again. Lights stretch across the landscape. Trucks continue their journeys. Turbines turn steadily. Conversations carry on. A driver continues through the night. A student studies under electric light. A family shares a late meal. Each part of the rhythm persists. Adaamaa does not pause. It continues, forward, always forward. Its story is unbroken, uninterrupted, unfinished. Even beneath the surface, forces move silently, patiently, unstoppable. Builders lay foundations that will outlast them. Students carry futures not yet written. Families preserve deeper threads of connection. These are the quiet forces holding the city together. And somewhere beyond, journeys begin that will lead people here. They do not know it yet, but they are already part of the rhythm. Because everyone who passes through Adaamaa becomes connected to it, seen and unseen. Adaamaa is not just a city, it is a moment within time, a movement within a greater motion, a pulse within a living earth. As long as roads stretch onward, wind turns and voices rise, its pulse remains, steady, enduring, eternal.